How you feeling, bro?
I'm all right, man. How are you?
I'm good, man. You got a monster of a song out right now. I've had it on repeat basically this whole past weekend. It's doing crazy numbers on Pandora. So
Thank you, man.
congratulations
Thank
on
you.
that. I
Yeah, thank
gotta
you so
ask you
much.
though. I gotta ask you though, man. Like, how's your adjustment process been as far as this new normal that we're going through and
Yeah,
not being able to move around like how you're accustomed to?
it's been very much of an adjustment. It's just been just that, you know. It's night and day, man. I'm somebody who spends so much time on the road, and being able to tour, play shows, and connect with the people, man. The people who my music means stuff to. You know, I appreciate my fans so much, man. And being on the road constantly was better part of my life for like 10 straight years. So staying in the house, man, it was nice to just calm down and just kind of like rest for a while. But then I started getting anxious and, just kept working, man. You got to find
Absolutely.
ways.
Nah, definitely. I could say firsthand that you are a hell of a performer. I was telling your team before you hopped on, the first time I met you and I saw you perform live was it was almost 3.5 years ago. It was in
Crazy,
Indianapolis.
man.
I was the program director out there. You did our Christmas show.
Yeah.
Chainsmokers was the headliner, and you went on right before him and just shut it down. And I think that was the
Thank
first
you.
time you met Cardi B because she
Yeah. Yeah. I
opened
remember
up
that
that
show.
at that time.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you remember that? Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Man, I was just so excited to meet her because, I'd already been hip to her music and, you know, I loved her whole, her identity, her everything about her. She was just so, so flagrantly just her and unapologetic, you know what I'm saying? And there was something real dope about that.
Yeah, it was so cool seeing y'all meet because she was like just as excited to meet you as well.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
y'all put that song together. It was probably like
yeah.
5 months later, and
It was the rest is history.
the
But
rest
that's
is
but that's the
history.
thing, man, because it's like when you get to travel, when you get to do shows, the coolest part is like getting to tap in with people like that, meeting different artists, and that's how you link up. That's how you become friends. That's how those songs end up happening.
Yeah, definitely. Then the time after that, I saw you perform at Sway Fest out in
Yeah.
Oakland, and you shut that down. So
Hmm.
that was crazy as well, man.
Yeah.
But
And
let's
shouts
talk.
out to Sway, man. That's an Oakland
Yeah,
legend. And he's always shown me the most love, man. I got the most love for Sway. That's yeah.
nah, he's definitely the OG. He's given me so much advice since I've gotten to Pandora and stuff, man. And just a genuine guy. So to see y'all
Yeah.
out there was really cool, man. But let's talk about Provide, man, because like I said, I
Yeah.
had it on repeat. And it's so funny because when you first see the title, you see Mark Morrison on there, and you're like, Mark
Yeah.
Morrison, and then you hear the song, you're
Yeah.
like, oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
How did it all come together?
So I mean, I've always been a fan of, finding ways to take songs from different eras, different, genres, subgenres, different styles, different, like back in the day, I was really into sampling like 50s and 60s music and, updating like doo-wop songs and you know what I mean? So it's like I just love grabbing things from different, different cultures, different time periods, different eras, and that's one of those iconic records that, it goes to show you could recontextualize, take it into today's world, and it would still be, it would still connect. So I was working with Hitmaker, the producer, and I he had started working on that beat, and I just heard it from the next room, like, yo, what? Oh, that's what we're doing. All right, load it up. Let's go. That's a no-brainer. And then send it to Chris, man, and Chris knocked it out.
The video looked fun as hell. Also, talk to me
Mhm.
about making that. It just seemed like a really good time.
Yeah, man, especially in today's times, it's like being able to kind of you know, like almost like take yourself to a vibe that, would feel like that, feels good in today's times where we don't get to be around as many people and just, you know what I mean?
Nah,
It took a lot of COVID tests to shoot though.
for real.
Yeah, yeah.
It looked fun. I mean, just the house party scene itself, like you said, it
Hmm.
was like a real feel good atmosphere and a feel good look, and
Yeah.
makes you want to get back to that environment.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, that was the idea, and just to give people a taste of, a reason to be optimistic, you know what I mean? And to kind of like transport you into a different time and place.
Absolutely,
We all miss being able to just see friends and socialize and be normal.
definitely, definitely. So what's next for you? Because you were putting out a lot of music in December. You put out two
Yeah.
deluxe editions of your projects, and we're just on a rampage as far as putting out content.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, I got another record coming out in a couple days to celebrate Valentine's Day. Um, But I mean, really, I mean, you know, I'm sitting on so much music because that's all we ever really do anyway is work, you know. So, you know, I ended up with so much music in the process of making this album that I'm just excited to just continue to roll out the project and for the fans to be able to hear it.
I got to ask you, how do you find time to respond to all the text messages that you get? Because I saw on your IG page, you have a
Yeah.
number that people could actually text you. So do you
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
actually go through those and respond?
Yeah, man, of course. You know, as many as I can. You know, it would be hard or impossible to, you know, to try. But, you know, I just like I always want people to know, you know, that in some capacity I'm reachable and that, you know, I love to connect with fans. I love the fans. I love getting to do this for a living and I don't take it lightly. And I appreciate and I'm grateful for all the support and, you know, love I've ever received in my career.
Absolutely. I got to ask you, what advice would you give for like up and coming artists? Because I don't think a lot of people realize how much of a student of the game that you are. And
Yeah.
like somebody on your team was telling me, shout out to Brian Calhoun, he was like, no, dude has degrees in like music business and all that kind of
Yeah, yeah,
stuff.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I don't think you get a lot of credit for that. So what would you tell an up and coming artist to like establish a fan base? Because you did it very organically, you did it very
Yeah.
intentionally and strategically, and it wasn't overnight.
Yeah. No, I mean it's just about, you know, being direct and just building fan by fan, step by step, you know, and then, you know, reinvesting everything you can back into the project. You know, like I was independent for a long time, you know, going from tour to tour, living out of a suitcase, you know, saving up all my bread, like not spending, you know, just reinvesting back into the brand, like shooting my own videos, you know what I mean? Like that. So it's just about like taking the big picture seriously.
Good advice right there. All right, I'm gonna end it on my rapid fire questions, and this is just
Cool,
real
cool, cool.
people know a little bit more about you outside of the music. Your favorite food,
Mexican food.
any particular dish?
Yeah, burrito, grilled chicken burrito.
Okay. Favorite movie of all time?
Favorite movie of all time, man. That's a tough one. Dark Knight.
It's a great one. Okay, I know this is probably going to be even harder because I know you're a big car guy.
Mm-hmm.
Favorite car?
Favorite car of all time, 1965 fastback Mustang.
Ooh, okay,
Mm-hmm.
okay. You had those cars in the video too, man. Them big boy
Yeah,
cars.
yeah. No, I love, yeah, classic American muscle. Yeah, but Mustangs are the, you know.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. Okay, favorite sneaker or shoe?
Favorite sneaker of all time, the Pigeon SBs,
Pigeon
Nike
SBs.
SBs. Yeah.
Last one. Favorite city to visit outside of your hometown?
Favorite city to visit, either Paris and New York.
Man,
Yeah, I love, man, I miss both of those places bad. I miss being able to travel in general, man.
yeah. Well, hopefully we'll be able to get out there soon. You know,
Yeah,
it looks like things are calming down, and the new administration kind of has things, you know,
yeah.
hopefully under
No,
control.
very
We'll
grateful for
see.
that. Very grateful for that. And optimistic for the future, big time.
No doubt, man.
Yeah.
Well, listen, I appreciate your time. It's always good catching up with you, my brother.
Right on.
Keep on putting out these hits.